Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to revisit a tank that I absolutely loved. I did at the time think it was probably one of the best tank destroyers in tier 8. So we're going to look at the stats, we're going to get into a game, and then we're going to talk about if I still think that of this tank. So of course, we're looking at the Elefant. The Elefant is a German tier 8 tank destroyer. It's kind of like the J Panther 2. It's very, very similar to the J Panther 2. Yeah, it's just so similar. It's honestly, it's probably like the same tank. Also the same as the Ferdinand as well. Probably more of a Ferdinand than it is the J Panther. But very, very, very similar tanks indeed. So let's look at the stats and then we'll get into a game. And then we'll talk about the tank in further detail. So the armor on this thing is 200mm. So actually very, very strong armor on the front there. 130 on the sides and then 80 on the rear. Your DPM is 3,177. That is with calibrated shells as well. So very, very, very good DPM. And again, you can get that to around 3,300 if you want to run it with the rammer. However, I would suggest just running it with the calibrated shells just to get that penetration up a little bit. That is just a 6.6 second reload. So very, very quick reload and very, very good DPM. Your penetration is 268 on your AP and 297 on your APCR, which is, you don't gain a lot if you run the calibrated shells because it is APCR, but I mean with 297 on that APCR, you will get through most things, even in even up against tier 9. You've got 65 HE pen, which, yeah, it is what it is. You've got a 350 alpha gun on your standard AP, 260 on your APCR, and 420 on your HE. Your aim time is 3.8, so nothing special about that aim time. Your gun dispersion is 0.308, which isn't bad. A lot better than your aim time, that's for sure. And you do have 7 degrees of gun depression, which isn't the best, but it isn't the worst. It's not bad. You could work with 7 degrees. And you have a top speed of 35 kilometers per hour. So it's not quick, it's not slow, it's kind of in the middle. It's not the quickest, but it's also not the slowest. So overall, yeah, it's stat wise, it looks actually pretty good. And like I said, if you want to run it with the gun rammer, I mean, look at that, 3,345, just a 6.2 second reload. And if you want to run it with the calibrated shells, yeah, you're only gaining 14, so it's not a lot. So it's up to you. You know, you can have the DPM or you can have the extra penetration. It's not really nothing in it really. So you run it with what you want to run it with. So let's get into game. And then, like I said at the beginning, it was a tank that I thought was definitely, when it was first released, definitely one of the best tier 8 tank destroyers in the game. Do I still agree with that? Yes, I do. I still think it is very, very, very good. And I like playing it. I do like playing it. And when you look at all the other tank destroyers in tier 8, I mean, there isn't many that compete with this. Of course, you have the ISU 152. Of course, that's always going to be there. That's, you know, that's always going to be one of the best tank destroyers in not just tier 8, but in the game. It's a legendary tank. Everyone loves it. And yeah, it's fun to play because of the alpha. However, something that the ISU hasn't got is armor. This has that. Yes, it doesn't pack a punch with the alpha, but it has the DPM. It has the armor as well. So if you do get into a little bit of trouble, you can actually bounce a few shots. This game here, I mean, we do get lucky because someone actually tries blind firing us. They know where we are, and they just constantly try blind firing us. And it doesn't work out too well for them. So as you can see, we are sat at the back. You can see the blind Black Prince there going for the bush, which is why I sometimes don't like to sit in a bush, because people guess, you know, if you're taking a shot, he knows I'm around this side of the map, and the first place he's going to shoot is these bushes. But look how close that shot was, and he's still going. He is still shooting, and he's getting very close to me. Like, he's getting very, very close. Take another shot there. Is he going to continue to shoot? All is to be revealed very soon. So only 700 damage done at the moment. I'm not quite sure if I did blind fire and get some damage, but as you can see, that Black Prince is still going. He's still shooting, but you know, with my armor profile, no problem whatsoever, because he is going to struggle to penetrate me. Then as soon as the yo comes around, I knew I was going to get spotted, and I do get penetrated quite easily from the yo there. And that's the thing with this tank. If you're looking directly at the tank, of course, all they need to do is switch their premium round, and they will penetrate you quite easily. So as soon as you start to angle, if you hide your lower plate, then the armor profile is very, very good. Now, that Super Hellcat didn't want to move. He got spotted and did not want to move. Hello, Borzik. Can we get a HE shot? Not really, but we still done 180 damage, not so altogether. So I did actually get a blind shot, because my banner actually says 2.2k damage, 2.3 on the side there, but then when the banner comes up, it is 2.6. So we did actually get a nice blind shot. And before you know it, I mean, 2.5, 2.6k damage. We blocked 1,000 damage as well. I know we was up against the Black Prince, and you know, his armor his penetration isn't the greatest, so we're always going to block them shots, and we have taken a little bit of damage, but not too much. So that is now 2.7k damage. We've done that so easily, and we've done that easily because we were able just to keep firing at these guys, and we managed to get a nice amount of damage. And again, the ISU 130 there, nice block. So that is now 1900 blocked damage. You can see he's staring at us, and we still get another block damage into him. So that was 2,400 block damage, and that's not a one-off. You can actually do that on a regular occasion. 3.3, I think it was 3.4k damage. I mean, it was only a second class. We were sat at the back of the map. We're not going to ask for an ace. We didn't do well enough. We were sat at the back of the map. We were farming, but that is exactly what this tank is good for. So yes, it is still one of my favorite tier 8 tank destroyers in the game. I think it's very, very strong, and well worth the money. Well worth the money that I spent getting the Elephant. Let me know what you think of the Elephant tank in tier 8 in the comments below. But for now, hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I'm meadsy69, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye.